Hello kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. We've got a lot to discuss today. I had picked up these two mowers yesterday as a trade-in. I gave $10 each. I had traded the Scat mower and picked up these two. I gave, like I said, 10 each for them, and I wanted to turn around and mess with this Murray because I thought it might have the most potential. Here's the WeedEater that I got, and I showed you yesterday that the rear wheel was screwed up, and maybe I can put a backing plate to reattach it to the deck. The deck is pretty well rusted. It's got a couple of big rust holes in it, here and here. So the wheel housing actually broke away from the deck. If I got it running, it'd be a cheap mower that maybe lasts a couple seasons. I wouldn't ask a lot for it. So this Murray 21 gave me quite a bit of grief. I tried to start it with Happy Juice / starting fluid yesterday. Wouldn't do anything with Happy Juice, so I assumed it was no spark. I took the plug out, put in another plug in its place, a good plug from another running machine. Still nothing. So then I checked the grounding tab back here on the handbrake cable, and the contact on the grounding mechanism would not open up to allow the coil to function. So I opened up the gap, was able to get spark, took the carb off, cleaned the carb, put it on, and then nothing. Took the carb off a second time, went through it again, cleaned it better, hoping it would start. Still nothing. Third time I decided to replace the carburetor. We're getting a rainstorm here, so I may call this quits in a minute if it starts to get really monsoonish. Anyway, I put a second-hand carb on it from a dead machine, and now it starts with the second carburetor. As you recall, the primer bulb was missing on this one. The owner took it apart to mess with the carburetor because the primer bulb broke, and he just left it all in pieces. So you can buy aftermarket bulbs. There's different size bulbs. These newer Briggs & Stratton take the larger size primer bulb. The older Briggs engines took either one of these. One's got a hole in it, the other's a solid primer. So check your priming bulbs, make sure you buy the right one. You got 3 different choices here depending on the age of your unit. The other issue with this mower was looks like he ran into a rock. If you can see how bent this is, it's extremely bent here. He hit something really solid with this blade. This is a 21-inch blade. I went ahead and put a 20-inch on it because I don't have a 21. I got to go to the Big Jungle Company and order a 21-inch blade for this, and then I'll be able to advertise it for sale. So it's not completely ready yet. I got to wait for the correct blade to come in, but it does start and idles great. Change the oil on it, so this thing will be ready to be advertised for sale. Like I said in the previous video, the weed eater is going to be put on the back burner because I have a lot of other quick and simple jobs to do. This would take some manipulating, making a backing plate for this one, so I'm not going to mess with it right now. This will be an off-season repair when I have more time to mess around. The Murray cleaned up nicely. I degreased the deck. I also degreased the wheels. There was red clay on the wheels, so it might have come from Georgia. They have a lot of red clay in North Georgia. So this turned out to be a good running machine. Somebody will be happy to get this 21-inch Murray. So I'm going to call it quits here. I don't want to be out here in the rain with my iPad getting drenched. It's mid-afternoon here in Southwest Florida, so it's time for our afternoon showers, the daily occurrence here in the summertime. That's all for now. I appreciate you kids and cadets coming out and checking out my latest project. Just so you don't think I'm lying, I'll give this thing a tug here and show you what it sounds like. Kind of acting up on me. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this one. It should have fired off on the first pull. We may need to go through this again. Anywho, that's the story. Have a great day.